family and home. Being safe, this is very important. This is very, very important. Because if you go anywhere, have a job, earn money, have everything, if it's not safe, it's not home. My name is Mahmud Abdussalam Arif. I'm originally from Iraq.
My name is Mayssaa Sheikh Al-Ard, originally from Syria. So this is a small office, and every certificate, I like to hang it, their achievements. So this is for Mahmud, he's Egypt University. My postgrad from here, Auckland University. My daughters, my son, my daughter Arif. This is for Mariam. This is my son, postgraduate for him. This is Shayma, and this is my master's degree. This is Shayma's one when she finished her professional legal study.
It looks like I'm wearing a Halloween costume over my hijab. Look at me. Look at that. Honest to God. It's like, what? What's the point? I found out later that apparently you can get an exemption from wearing it, but the damage has already been done, so that's all good.
Syria, it was the beautiful country in the world, I think, with all the history and the people and everything. Now I think it's different because after the war and so on.
For us, we have nice memories about our country, especially in the 60s. But then after many wars and what happened in that area, unfortunately, it was going worse.
Middle child. This is Baba's family tree.
This is me and my brother, the twins.
We should laminate it so we can preserve it as much as possible.
It needs some maintenance.
How come you're the one that kept us?
Yeah, usually the last one is the best. So for me, there are many things why I left my country. We are from a political family. My father and my uncle, they are two former presidents of Iraq. There is another party come to rule Iraq, and this party was against my father's, and they treat us badly at that time. But the country was going to worse. I decided to move and to make a good life for my children. الله أكبر الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده.
When she was working at reception, he used to compliment her eyes. This is what I've heard. He used to say like, oh, who's this? He used to ask about her, inquire about her, and say to his colleagues, who's this woman over there with the really beautiful eyes? They used to work somewhere in the hospital, and there was a prayer area there. And so like Arab men, they have this habit of like, the way of showing that they're, it is that they are very, religious and conforming to prayers and stuff. So Dad used to purposely go in front of her every day, go on time to the prayer room, leave, and go back on time to the prayer room so that she'd be like, oh, okay, I see you.
That's not true. See you. I met him in a bar.
I have my podcasts in Arabic, that's in Arabic language, just to be bridge between the community and the Arab community. So this is Free FM 89.0, the studio that I'm using for my program بالعربي. So it was the idea of this program to talk about what's going on in general, in our Arabic community, Muslim community, and also in Hamilton community. So everything is new. We are talking about any event, something happened in the community we will talk about. At least they will feel that there is someone speaking their language. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أكرم المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. استقلالك المادي، نجاحك الوظيفي يمكن.
Something that really hurts me and I hope could change in New Zealand is just, I hope they can accept this, the older generation, the first generations that have been coming to New Zealand and immigrating. And like mom actually put real effort into studying Te Reo Māori as well, and it's not easy in her age to start doing that. And dad is mashallah very, very educated in like some Te Reo terminology as well. It saddens me because I'm like, well, here they are, they've learned a second language, which is, Te Reo Pākehā, which they didn't really have to learn, but they did learn. They've preserved their language and passed it on to us, which is Arabi, and they're trying to learn the native language of Aotearoa, New Zealand. But people don't really see that. They don't really see that we're actually, as immigrants, we're really just trying to respect the culture that we're in and respect this, new life that we're in while also preserving our own identities. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, they're not mutually exclusive, and I wish people would just realize that.
I wish for my kids really very happy life and to have like stable life and just to stay together.
And when they build a family in the future, inshallah, I want them to work at the same place and stay at the same place. I hope always they will be together.